All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. Okay, so first of all, this is a really bad switch right here. I mean, you're going to run a ball screen right here. Like right here, this defender's got to get up and ready to guard. I mean, I don't know why he just gets destroyed on this switch right here. But you can see right here, look, he's going to get blown by and get right into the lane here. So now, I mean, clearly you got to help at the rim right here. So right now you can't have, we got both of these people standing. Someone's got to help the helper here, right? I mean, this player here for Oakland left his man to go help at the rim. So again, you got to help the helper right here. Either this player needs to sink in so that they can't drop it off right here, or this player right here needs to sink in. But you got to help the helper here. When you don't help the helper, now that player gets to the rim, draws help, and it's going to be a two-shot foul for the offense. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. So we got multiple mistakes. We got a down screen right here. Okay, what's this defender for Oakland doing? You want to get attached to your man setting the screen and show so this player can't curl right off the screen. It forces him to have to go out, and you allow this player here getting hit with the screen time to get on the other side. So when you do nothing about this down screen right here, look at how far you allow this player here for Oakland to curl coming off this. So now this defensive player is, a step or two behind where he should be. All right, but here's really where the problem is. We got a dribble handoff right here. What is this player for Oakland doing? You got to take a step back and let this player for Oakland through. Look how he doesn't take a step back. So now this player for Oakland's got to go way further underneath this dribble handoff than he should, and it's going to allow this Oakland offensive player to hand off right into an open three. All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. So this player for Oakland's going to fake a dribble handoff, and the defense is going to defend it atrociously. So right here, this player for Oakland has the ability to get into the lane. Why is he giving this ball up so early? All you're doing is just letting the defense back into the play, and you turn it over. If you back it up right here, the defense defended this fake dribble handoff atrociously. So you can get into the lane. Get into the lane. Engage this defender right here. You got a 2-on-1 right here, okay? Between the ball handler, the big, against this big defensively. This player here is behind the play because the defense handled that fake dribble handoff so poorly. So get into the lane. Engage this defender. Now this big's diving to the basket right here is going to be open, and we should get an easy 2 off of that. Or if this big just stays with him, then you get into the lane and should be able to get right in for a layup. You have a numbers advantage, but get into the lane and force this defender here to have to make a decision on what to do in this 2-on-1. But instead, he gives the ball up to the wing early. Now the defense is able to reset, and you turn it over. All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. So Oakland's got a pretty good matchup down low, it looks like right here, okay? Look at this big right here. Defensively, they're trying to front the post. This player here has got to understand you don't have the angle to get the ball down low. This player in the corner's got to identify that, okay, and flash to the foul line so we can go high-low. And maybe this big now can turn and seal, and that's how we enter the ball into the post. But first of all, it's going to take an awfully long time for us to get this high-low going here, okay? But right now, look at this. I mean, this big's got pretty solid positioning right here. Why is this ball not going down low? I mean, we don't really have much of a seal there, okay? But we still got pretty good positioning right there. Throw this ball down low. Instead, this player is going to, I don't know what that is, and you get nothing. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. This is very basic. Got a dribble handoff coming right here. When you see a dribble handoff happening, this player here, whose man is handing it off, has to take a step back. So the player has room to get through on the other side of this handoff, and you're getting on the other side, you're not giving up anything open. But when you don't take a step back to let him through, now he's got no place to go through, and so you give up a wide open three that you get lucky that they miss. All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. So Oakland's going to run consecutive ball screens here. Look at this right here. Get this ball over here. Once we get the ball over, we got a little 2-on-1 on this part of the floor between that Oakland player, that Oakland defender, and right here. But swing the ball here. Look at this. This second ball screen drew 2 different Oakland defensive players. Get rid of the ball. This player here's got to say something, too. You're wide open. Once we get you the ball, we're going to create something wide open, easy baskets for someone. But this player here doesn't swing the ball in time, so now the defense is able to reset body on a body, and now Oakland's got to reset their offense. All right, another offensive clip here. So Oakland's going to run this ball screen right here. Look, when this player for Oakland swings the basketball right here, look what this does to the defense. Now this player here who went to hedge is going to recover back onto this big. This has to be a post seal here. Why is this player posting up air? Get right into this player's jersey and seal him off so we can go down low to you for an easy two. But look how he's not going to seal him off on this recovery right here. He's going to allow that defender back into the play without a post seal, and now this player for Oakland's going to drive and fumble it around in a turnover. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. So this player for Oakland defensively is going to do a good job being in the gaps right here, okay? See how he's in the gaps defensively? But you just stunt, okay? You just want to get this dribble picked up early. Stunt and recover back out, okay? You don't want to gamble. You're not trying to get a steal. Just stunt at this, and then you can immediately recover back to the three-point line. But look what this player here for Oakland's going to do. See how he's going to gamble here? That's a gamble. You're not trying to get that dribble picked up. Now you're gambling. And now you're not going to be able to recover to the three-point line on the airtime of that pass, and you're going to give up an open three. Again, you get lucky he misses it, but that three should never have been there. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. So Oakland's going to go double team the post right here. So if you're doubling the post right here, that's totally fine. But right here, you got to rotate. This player here, when he goes to double the post, cannot expect to double and then recover back out. This player here has got to move over here. When this ball gets kicked over here, it's just a rotation. This player rotates there, and then this player rotates now onto this player right here. You can't go double the post, though, without a rotation and expect to not be giving up open threes, though. All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. So Oakland's going to run an empty side ball screen here. Now, defensively, they're in a drop coverage, okay? They drop the big, they fight over the top. The problem is this guard's picking up his dribble too early, okay? This big right here hasn't committed anywhere. Until this big either commits towards the ball or commits to the roll, you can't pick up your dribble yet. He's got to keep his dribble alive and attack hard downhill this way. Once he commits towards the ball, then you make this pass, and now this becomes a wide open layup. Again, it's a 2-on-1. This player here is behind the play. But you can see he picks up his dribble too early before this big right here has committed anywhere. Okay? And so now that player is able to recover back onto the roll and get in the way of that layup, and you get a miss. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. So Oakland's going to run consecutive ball screens here. What is this defensive player for Oakland doing? Okay, off the second ball screen, you've got to get higher when you hedge this ball screen. You cannot allow this guard to turn the corner. Once you let that guard turn the corner, you're finished. Okay? You got to get high right here. This guard here is going to close this gap so he can't split through. All right? Look at this. You got a backside defender right here on this player's roll. Okay? So this player's responsibility is to not allow this guard to turn the corner. Get high, okay, so that now you force his dribble to have to go out this way. But when you allow him to turn the corner like this, I mean, now you're done. Now you're giving up numbers. Now this is a 2-on-1, and you can be sure that you're giving up points. Easy layup. All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. So again, this pass is going to get made too early. I don't know. It looked like, is this a foul right here? If it's not, you can't hesitate right here. This guard's got to come hard off this ball screen, because what's that going to do? It's going to force this player to have to stay towards the basketball, and it's going to open up this roll. But right here, look, we're making this pass too early again. Look at this. You've made this pass before this big has to commit anywhere. You've got the angle. This player's behind the play. So attack. Get downhill. As long as you're attacking downhill, this player has to stay towards the basketball. And that's going to open up this roll, and now this should be a wide open layup. But right here, again, you make this pass now before this player has to commit anywhere, so now you allow him to recover onto the big, and he's going to swat it, and you get nothing. All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. So right here, you're going to run this empty side ball screen. This player for Oakland's going to go under right here. If they go under, look, we get great looks out of these empty side ball screens. Why can't we just set a twist screen right here? Just twist right into a second screen. They're not going to be able to go under that second screen, come off it, and now we can maybe, create a 2-on-1 if they're in drop coverage or whatever. We've seen we get good looks when we force the defense to either have to hedge, okay, or run drop coverage. So again, just twist and run a second ball screen and come off it this way. But instead he's going to jack a deep contested three, clank, and you don't get anything. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. So we got a down screen right here. What is this player for Oakland doing? When you see your man about to set a down screen, you got to stay attached and show. So this player can't curl. He has to go out, and you give the player getting hit with this screen time to get on the other side. But look what happens when you let him curl. See, now look. Now this player has no time to get on the other side, so now this player has an easy lane to get into the lane, and you're going to see you end up getting a stop, but you're getting lucky there. That could have easily been a two-shot foul. All right, we got an offensive clip here. Look at this guard coming off this ball screen. Get downhill right here, because what is that going to do? It's going to keep this Oakland defensive player at the basketball, and it opens up this big's roll, okay? And now you can hit that big with a pocket pass right there, and you can't see because of the camera angle, but then this is either a wide open layup or you draw backside help from the weak side of the floor, and now, I can see this player's arm, you draw this backside defender there, and now the corner should be open for a catch-and-shoot three, and you just short roll into that. But instead of this player getting downhill, keeping this big defensively towards the basketball, opening up this roll, this player is going to pull his dribble back and jack a terrible contested three, and you get nothing now. All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. So Oakland's going to run an empty side ball screen right here. But first of all, why is this player for Oakland cutting towards the strong side of the floor in the middle of this ball screen right here? All you're doing is just bringing a backside defender into the play. Stay to the weak side of the floor, because now look, now when we hit this Oakland player right here, this is either a wide open layup, or if your man leaves the weak side of the floor to go to the strong side of the floor and be in backside help, then now you're wide open in this dunker spot here. Now we can just catch and go right here for an easy two, okay? Or if then this occupies this defender right here, now the three-point line's wide open. But look what happens. He cuts right into this ball screen, so now there's a backside defender right there, and he's in no man's land, and now they just kick it out, and it becomes a contested three because you didn't occupy that defender, and you get nothing. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. Look at this player for Oakland right here. I can see him leaning and anticipating the screen. You cannot start to lean or anticipate the screen because now this player offensively is just going to refuse it and blow by you and get into the lane. If you're hedging, if you're whatever your defensive ball screen defense is, this player here cannot actually start defending if he's trying to fight over the top or if he's going under. Whatever he's doing, you can't do that until you actually get screened and this player actually starts to come off, because this is going to happen. He's going to refuse it, blow by you, and now you end up getting lucky with a deflection there, but that's not good defense. All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. So Oakland's going to throw the ball into the post right now. You're going to see look at this great cut right here by this Oakland player right here. Look at, and he's on this defender's inside hip. So look at this right here. You got to stay there, though. Seal him off, okay? Seal him off, so now we're going right down low to you for an easy two. But look, he's going to allow this defender just to get right back on his inside hip, and now we just lost the advantage there of being able to hit that player on this cut, and you're going to see now it ends up being a travel and a turnover. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. So right here, I'm going to blame this player right here for Oakland. He's calling out for a switch. Why? Just stay attached to this man right here and chase off his outside hip. See, we got a down screen coming right here. Why is this player calling for a switch? Just stay attached and chased, okay? But you're going to see he calls for a switch, which gets botched because, look, we got two players going towards this Oakland player cutting through and no one taking this Oakland player coming off that down screen. So, okay, so now this player here is late to get out, so now he's going to get beat into the lane. So right here, this big does a nice job of coming over and helping, okay? And then this player for Oakland then takes the bigs man. But you got to stay. If that's what you're doing, you've got to stay. You can't switch back. See, look at this. This player is originally going to go with the big, but then he's going to try and switch back and take the ball handler while the big that went to help goes back on to that big offensively for Oakland. But you can't do that. It's bang, bang. The ball's right here. Now we got two different players for Oakland going towards the ball. So, of course, that means there's no one to take this big. And so it's just right down low for a layup. All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. So right here, Oakland's going to try and run an empty side ball screen. First of all, why can't this guard just get closer to the sideline? Get wider. The closer you are towards the middle of the floor, the closer you are to a defensive player here for Oakland defensively, okay? So, again, get wider, okay, so that there's more space to come off this ball screen right here. But then the other thing is that if you see an empty side ball screen happening right here, this player should be getting wider to the weak side of the floor. And this guard's got to wait for this player to get wider to the weak side of the floor. Because with this player just standing basically right at the middle of the floor, you've got your defensive player here right in the middle of the floor. And now look, now you just are, this defensive player is right here for Oakland in the gaps defensively because this player for Oakland never got wider to the weak side of the floor. See, right here, there should be way more space for this guard to just be able to attack downhill, okay, and create this 2-on-1 against this big for Oakland defensively with the big for Oakland rolling offensively, okay? But there's no space because this player stayed to the middle of the floor, which means his defender stays to the middle of the floor, and so now he doesn't have that space to attack downhill, and it's going to end up being a turnover. All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. So Oakland's going to run a down screen here. Why is this player for Oakland just willingly coming out this way? You've got the ability to curl into the lane. Go. Take it so you can rip and go into the lane and draw help from somewhere. Okay, look at this. He's just giving up space for no reason. Like right here, he should be already right here, so we're giving you the ball right there. You're in the lane and you're drawing help and opening things up for someone else. But when you go out like this, look, now you allow this player for Oakland defensively back into the play for no reason. Now, okay, now the other thing that happens here is right here, this player for Oakland now is going to blow by his man and get into the lane. That's going to clearly draw help right here. This big for Oakland has to be seeing this. Okay, your man is going to help. Don't fade away out. Okay, dive to this open space right here. Because look at this. When he draws help right here, look at how he's going all the way out almost to the nail right here. He should be cutting to this charge circle right here. So we're just dropping it to you. And this is either a dunk or you're drawing help right here. And now we can drop it right here for a dunk. But instead, he fades all the way out here. So now this drop-off pass has to get made way further away than it needed to be. And he ends up taking a contested floater, and you get 0. All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. So Oakland's going to run a ball screen that they're going to switch defensively right here. So it looks like we got a pretty good mismatch down low. See how this player right here is fronting the post? Whenever you see a team fronting the post like this with a pretty good mismatch, you got to identify this. This has to be communicated. This player here has got to get to the foul line now, okay? So we can go high-low. Right now, this player can just turn, seal, and that's our post entry. This player here does not have the angle to get the ball down low. We want to go high-low, but we got to get the ball to the foul line right here. Okay, but you can see no one flashes to go high-low, so then they end up throwing the ball way almost at the three-point line, and jack a contested 3-0. All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. This is a deplorable possession for this player right here for Oakland. All right, Oakland's going to set a ball screen right here. Stop hesitating. You can see right here this player for Oakland's trying to fight over the top of this ball screen. Okay, get into the lane. Open up this player's roll. Now we hit a pocket pass right here. If you draw a backside defender right here, bang, we're going to the corner for a catch-and-shoot 3 off a short roll. Okay, but look at how this player hesitates. Again, get into the lane. Force this big to have to stay towards the basketball so this player's roll's open. But you can see, look, he hesitates, so now it allows this player to get over the top of the screen. The big can then retreat, okay, and now Oakland's got to reset their offense. All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. So Oakland's going to run a cross screen right here. I mean, the defense does not defend this the right way at all. This player here has got to jam this player coming through this cross screen right here. He doesn't jam the player coming through. I mean, can we make this pass? Looks pretty makeable right there. Why are we not making that pass? The defense didn't defend the cross screen how they were supposed to. Okay, so they don't do that. But right here, again, now the defense is going to guard this ball screen poorly. Look at this right here. What do we have here? Why is this look at this. Why is this pass to the big not getting made? Easy too. But instead, you're going to jack a contested 3 and horribly miss, and you get nothing. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. So this player for Oakland's just in total no man's land. Why is this player for Oakland at basically parallel to the nail here? Okay, why are you helping? There's no need to help here. All right, this player should easily be another step in this way, right about here. Okay, I mean, you're in the gaps defensively still. This player comes here, you're able to stunt, recover on this drive. But you're helping here for I don't know what reason. So now on this dribble handoff, you're so far away that it's going to be an open 3. What was that? All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. So one, I don't know why this player for Oakland's refusing this ball screen right now. The defensively, they're not leaning anyway, so you just wasted 5 to 7 seconds off the shot clock for no reason doing that. But now, so now you do run this ball screen. One, this ball screen's taking place. Why is this player for Oakland cutting in the middle of the strong side of the floor as an empty side ball screen's taking place? Look at this. We got a great mismatch right now. Okay, now we got a big guard switch. Right here, we should be able to just take advantage of this mismatch right here. But the floor's all clogged because this player's cutting for absolutely no reason. So now, look, now we can't take it. Look at this mismatch we got. But we can't take advantage of it because this player just cut in the middle of that ball screen. So now we're just going to end up jacking a horrendous shot at the end of the shot clock, and you get nothing. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. So Oakland's about to set a ball screen right here. What is this player for Oakland doing? Okay, I mean, it looks like they're kind of setting a down screen, but it turns into a ball screen right here. Either way, look, you got to see that your man is clearly setting a screen right here. So you got to get attached. Number one, you got to get attached, okay? And then you got to show, all right? So that this player here, I mean, there's got to be some kind of defense here defending this screen. Right here, this player should be showing so that this player has time to get on the other side. Look, you got backside help right here if this player rolls, okay? But you look what is this defensive player doing right here? You just let your man get screened and you have no form of defense. So now you're allowing him to get right to the rim, and now when you got to go challenge that shot, there's no one to box out this player for Oakland, so it's an easy putback. So again, this looks like it's a down screen that really just turns into a ball screen, but look at right here. Right here, your man is setting a screen. You can't sag. You got to notice this and get attached. Okay? Because the next thing you got to do is show, okay, coming off this. So that there's some, but when you do absolutely nothing, okay, now you got to go help at the rim, and with that, there's no one to box out that player, so it's 2. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. So away from the ball, look at this. You don't want to defend away from the ball like this. Why does he have his back to the sideline? Get your back to the baseline so you're in the gaps defensively. Now look, now when this player comes this way, you can kind of jab at this and make this drive a lot more difficult. All you're doing is just back to the baseline. When this player spins this way, you can jab at this, stunt, and you have plenty of time to recover back out. But when you got your back to the sideline, now you're just leaving this big on an island. So now when this player spins, there's no defender in the gaps like there should be, and he's able to just spin right into an and one. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. So this player for Oakland is way too glued to the three-point line, okay? This is just no reason to be this glued to the three-point line. Take a step in, okay? So now you're in the gaps defensively. When this player comes this way, you can just jab at it. You get that dribble picked up early. You just stunt. You don't have to move, okay? You just stunt, recover back to the three-point line. But this player's all the way attached to his man, way too far. He's not in the gaps defensively. So now look, now this player is going to drive into the lane, and now you force this player to have to help at the rim. Well, now you're not in the gaps defensively. You're just helping. So there's no way that you're going to be able to help and then recover all the way back onto the three-point line. So it's a wide open three-pointer. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. So, first of all, why does this player, look at this, why does he have his back turned to the basketball? You never turn your back to the basketball. You keep your back to the baseline so you're seeing both. You're seeing ball, you're seeing man at all times, okay? Now, second of all, look, what is this player doing? He's got his back turned to the basketball. Again, you got to be seeing both. His back should be towards the sideline. He's seeing his man, he's seeing the ball, because also he's in total no man's land right here. All right, this player here should not be so glued to the three-point line. He should be a half step in so he's in the gaps defensively. If this player comes this way, you can stunt, recover right here. Why is this player parallel to the nail when his man is all the way out at the three-point line? The gap defense should be coming from right here. You're just in no man's land. You're really not going to be helping. You're not in the gaps defensively. So now look, now he's got his back turned to the ball, so he's in no man's land, and when the ball gets kicked here, I mean, it's just a disaster. Open three. All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. So Oakland's going to throw the ball into the post. Look at this. This player here for Oakland, as he's cutting through, has got to be seeing what his man is doing. When he sees his man go to double, you got to stay one pass away. Just flash right here. Look at this. Where's he going? Just Dive to this open space right here. And now we're just giving it to you, either an easy 2, or you draw this defender right here, and now this player's wide open. We drop it to him for an easy 2. But instead of just diving to this open space, he's going to go 2 passes away, so now that player can double team and recover back out, and now you see Oakland's got to end up resetting their offense. All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. Oakland's going to run an empty side ball screen. They're going to switch defensively right here. So right here, they do a pretty good job, this player, getting to the foul line so we can go high-low. So right now, look at this. Why is this player for Oakland not just turning, getting right into this player's jersey, and sealing him off? So we can go right down low to you for an easy 2. Look at how lazy this post seal is going to be. Look how, first of all, how long it takes him to seal his man. And then second of all, look how lazily he does it. So now it's a turnover. All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. So Oakland's going to run a ball screen. You get a pretty good switch right here, okay? You got a guard big switch. This ball has to get down low. I mean, I don't know what else there is to say. Look at this. Get this ball down low. This player's got great post positioning. Say something. Communicate. Get this ball down low. Instead, you're going to take a terrible contested mid-range jumper. Clank. Nothing. All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. So Oakland's going to run this ball screen. Again, you're going to get a good switch here. Go high-low. Look at this. You see this player trying to front the post. Why is this player just standing here? Say something. Communicate. Flash to the foul lines. We go bang right here, right into a post seal down low. But again, so that's the angle. You got to get the ball to the foul line. This is where we want to get the ball down low. We got a good post seal going right there. But instead, they're going to swing it back over here. This is not the angle to get the ball down low, and now it's going to be a turnover. All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. Oakland's going to run a stagger screen right here. Now, this player for Oakland, you got to stay attached when you show. Look at how he's going to, look at how unattached, look at the separation between his man, who he's supposed to be attached to, and where he's showing from. So right here, look at this player for Oakland. Go! You have the opportunity to slip this screen. When this player comes this way, you should be available right here, okay? And now you're either forcing this backside defender to have to step up, and now this player's wide open for a catch-and-shoot 3, or this backside defender doesn't step up right here, okay? And when you dive to this open space here, now you're just able to get it and go right up. But look at how what is this player doing? You have got to see this, understand this, and go. And he's late to go, so now that option isn't there, and Oakland's going to kick it back out, and they're just going to end up getting their layup swatted. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. So Oakland's going to run a ball screen right here. What on earth is this player for Oakland doing right here? I mean, are you calling out a switch right here? If you want to switch, you got to switch. I mean, is there communication breakdown? I don't know what's going on. This looks like a pretty straight switch. Okay, if not, I mean, what are you hedging this ball screen? Where's this player going? This player doesn't defend this ball screen at all. So now look, now this player's going to come off this ball screen. This big's going to have to step up. So now this big for Oakland offensively is going to be wide open because that player defended that ball screen so atrociously. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. Some more bad off-ball defense here. Look at this player right here for Oakland. See how he's got his back turned to the basketball? As his man is cutting through, his back should remain towards the baseline, so he's seeing the ball and he's seeing his man. So he knows if he needs to be in the gaps defensively, if he needs to help. It's ball you man. You can't take your eye off the ball or your man for more than a second. Head on a swivel. But the other reason is, look, when you defend like this, now you're liable to getting beat back door. And see, look how this player here is going to blow by him back door. So now that forces help. Now the other player right here, I don't know what he's doing, is right here. Look at this player for Oakland. Why is he glued to his man past the three-point line? Okay? Get a step beneath the three-point line. You don't need to be glued to your man like this, because now look what's going to happen with him. Now he's going to get beat back door, okay, and now it's going to lead to a foul. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. This is just absurd. So this player for Oakland, look at this player here defensively for Oakland. This is basically a gamble here. Look at this. What is this player doing? Why is this player going out this way, it looks like he's trying to maybe get a steal here. Look at this. What is this player doing? Why is this player going up like this? Stay underneath your man here. This is a gamble. Like, he's trying to get in the passing lane and get a deflection here. When you do that, now this player is just going to be able to beat you back door here, okay, and you're giving up a layup. I mean, what the heck was that? All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. This is in transition with Oakland right here. Look at this player for Oakland. Just get back. Hustle. Get back beneath the three-point line. Okay? Look at the angle he's going to take, though. Watch how he goes towards the basketball. This is gambling. He's going to go towards the ball, try to get a steal. I don't know what he's doing in transition. Just sprint back. Get beneath the three-point line. But again, look at the angle he takes. See how he's going in towards the basketball? So now he's going to get blown by. Okay? And now you're letting this player get to the rim, and it's a two-shot foul. All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. So Oakland's going to run this ball screen. This pocket pass has to get made to this big right here. Look at this right here, okay? You make this pocket pass right here. This player's either able to go up for a little floater, okay, or that's going to draw a backside defender here. Now this player here, whose man is in backside help, is going to be either wide open on this cut, or his cut is going to occupy this defender right here, and then this player is going to be wide open here. So you create a numbers advantage, but this pocket pass has to get made to force this backside help to have to step up to create all of those different things. You can see this pocket pass doesn't get made, so now you let the defense reset, and now Oakland's just right back into one-on-one. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. So Oakland's going to run this ball screen, so I don't really know. I mean, it looks like, is Oakland hedging this ball screen? If that's the case, this guard getting hit with this screen has got to do a much better job of closing up this space so that this player here can't split through. Okay, I mean, if you're switching this ball screen, then this player here has got to immediately get underneath the screener. See right here, see how he's trying to go switching over the top? You never switch over the top. Right here, you're underneath the screener, so you're in the gaps defensively. Now, if you are immediately underneath the screener, now there's no space for this player to drive through. But I mean, I don't know if I don't know if they're hedging. This guard is giving this guard way too much space to split through. If they're switching, this guard isn't getting underneath this screener right here, so that now you're not in the gaps defensively. So whatever it is, it leads to a layup for Oakland. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. This is in transition. Watch this player for Oakland right here. I mean, apparently he's defending this player with the basketball. Right now, just be sprinting back, getting beneath the three-point line so we can set up our half-court defense. Where's this player? Look at how lazily this player is getting back. And what kind of route is this to get back? Like right here. Hustle. Sprint to get beneath the three-point line. Where are you going this way? So now this player with the basketball is going to blow by him and get into the lane, and it's going to be a 2. What the heck? All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. So this player for Oakland, look at this. Sprint, get back beneath the three-point line. Because right here, look at this right here. When this Oakland player comes this way, just stunt at this. Jab at this right now to get this dribble picked up early. You just stunt, and you're easily able to recover back out. But this player is not in the gaps defensively, so now this player is able to get right into the lane here. And now that draws help right here, and now because that player wasn't in the gaps defensively, now you got to help, and there's no one to recover on the kick out, and it's going to be an open 3. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. So Oakland's going to run consecutive ball screens here. Now, right here, okay, this player, it looks like they're in drop coverage right here. Right here, as soon as this guard here is able to get back over the top and play him straight up, like right now, okay, recover. This guard here has gotten over the top, and you're able to play him straight up one-on-one, okay? So you don't need to be going towards the basketball. Recover back onto this big. But look what happens here. This player isn't recovering. Look, now we're sending 2 players here towards the ball when this player here is able to easily get over the top and play him straight up one-on-one. So again, like right now, okay, bang, like this player's back over the top. You got to recover back onto this big. But he stays around towards the basketball, so we got 2 players guarding the ball, so what do you think's going to happen? It's going to be a layup. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. So watch this big for Oakland. I don't really understand how you allow this to happen right here. Now, look at this player right here. I mean, is he seeing his man? It looks like he's seeing his man. So when you see him cutting through like this, you've got to beat him to this spot. You can't let him seal you. Look at this. You're letting him get on your inside hip, and this is a great post seal right here by this Oakland player, but you can't allow this. Like right here, you got to beat him to this spot so that this pass can't get made. But you can see you allow him to get on your inside hip, seal you off, and now it's just going to be an easy layup there for Oakland's offense. All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. Oakland runs an empty side ball screen. The defense hedges. Nice pass through. So right here, bang. Okay? You know this defender is coming from the weak side of the floor. So someone on the weak side of the floor has to be open. This has to be a short roll. This big just has to catch, and then look, you drop it right here for an easy dunk. Okay, you do not try and score here. It's catch, easy dunk to the weak side of the floor, because you know that backside defender has come from the weak side of the floor, so someone has to be wide open. And this player here is wide open. But instead he's going to try and score, and it's going to be a travel now and a turnover. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. Look at this player for Oakland defensively. This drives me nuts. Why is he glued to the three-point line? Okay, right here. Another half step in is not going to do any harm. Half step, even a step in. So when this player comes this way, you can stunt. You can get this dribble picked up early. This is the shell drill in a game. Stunt, dribble picked up, easily able to recover back out to the three-point line because you don't have to move. You're just jabbing, getting this dribble picked up early, and recovering back out. He should never, ever, ever be able to split through and get to the rim. But you can see the player isn't in the gaps defensively. He's glued to the three-point line, so it's a layup. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. So Oakland's going to run consecutive ball screens right here. Now, this player for Oakland does a great job of being in the gaps defensively. When this guard comes downhill, look at how he's going to stunt. Dribbles picked up early. Plenty of time to recover back out to the corner right here. Okay, see how he jabs right there? So right here, this player for Oakland is contesting this shot, is playing him pretty well one-on-one right here. Why? Look at this player here for Oakland down here. Why is this player here for Oakland going to help right here? Look at, again, this player for Oakland is playing his man. He's all over him one-on-one. This shot's not going to be able to, this shot's contested. Like, this player, though, for Oakland is going to leave his man to go try and help. And what does that do? See how he's going to help? So now he's not able to box out this player for Oakland. So when there's an errant shot there, there's no one to box out that big, so it's a putback for the offense. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. Look at how lazily this player for Oakland is going to be getting back, okay? You got to be sprinting back. Look, the basketball's right here. This player here should be sprinting back, so he's in the gaps defensively. Look at this, how lazily he's getting back. Why is this? He should be underneath this player right here. Now there's no driving lane, right? You're able to stunt, recover back to your man, okay? You should be sprinting back beneath the three-point line, so you're clogging up these driving lanes for this ball handler in transition. But he lazily gets back, isn't underneath his man right here, so he's not in the gaps defensively, so it's going to be an easy layup for that guard now, and an and one. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. So Oakland's going to run this ball screen. Now, we got a problem. So you hedge this ball screen. Why is this defender not left? Okay, right here, ball screen's been set. This player's already starting to roll. You got to get up and backside help. You're 2 passes away. Get to 1 pass away and take out that roll. You just tag. Step up right here on this roll, tag, and then if a skip pass is made all the way to the corner, then you're easily able to recover back onto your man. But you got to tag and be in backside help. So he doesn't leave in backside help. What he eventually does is when the ball gets swung to the wing, he just switches here. So now we got so you just switched onto this big right here. Okay, so now there's no one to take this player for Oakland, and these defenders aren't anticipating this player switching on to the man rolling. When you hedge a ball screen like that, you're just supposed to be in backside help, tag, and recover, okay? So right here, this player now has got to, instead of rotating back onto the big here, he's got to rotate onto the player who's supposed to be in backside helps man on the wing. And you can see he's going to be late to get over there, so now he's going to get beat with a pump fake that forces help, and then it's going to lead to an easy layup. Bad ball screen defense. All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. So Oakland's going to run this empty side ball screen that the defense is in drop coverage. They drop the big, they fight over the top. So this guard is going to pick up his dribble too early. Look at this. This player's behind the play. This is a 2-on-1 between the ball handler, the big rolling against this big dropping. This guard just needs to keep his dribble alive and attack the lane. Get this big to commit. You cannot pick up your dribble until this big commits. Okay? If you attack the lane and this big commits towards the ball, then this roll's wide open and you can just get him for an easy 2. Okay? Or if this big never commits towards the ball, then you should be able to just get right into the lane for an easy 2 yourself. But you can't pick up look at how he picks up his dribble right now. This big hasn't committed anywhere. So now you're just making things, you're going to take a tough floater and you're going to end up getting nothing out of it. All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. Oakland runs an empty side ball screen. The defense hedges. Nice pass through right here. But again, this big's got to just catch. And then right here, look at this. Where's the backside defender coming from? It's this man right here. So as soon as this man steps up in backside help, this player here just has to cut. And this big should just be catching it. Okay, and it's just a drop off right here for a dunk. But you're going to see, look at this. This player doesn't just drop it off here for a dunk. Okay, he's going to try and score. Why? And you're going to see he's going to end up losing it. You get nothing. All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. So Oakland's going to run this dribble handoff that the defense defends atrociously right here. Okay, so right here, can we make this pass? I don't know. Okay, but so that draws serious backside help. Really, this should be a skip pass right here. Because, I mean, right here, this is either a wide open catch and shoot three, or what you can always get out of this is, look, the ball's going to get swung to the wing, like right here. First, look at this right here. Okay, on the recovery right here, why is this big? This big is not battling enough. He should just be sealing his man right here. So when the ball gets swung to the corner, we're just going right down to low for you in the charge circle for an easy two. But you got to seal your man. Again, you should be able to catch this right in the charge circle. Okay, but look, he's going to allow himself to just continue to get pushed out beyond the block. And now look, now this player is going to drive, try and drop it off, and we end up getting up a turnover. All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. So Oakland's going to run this ball screen that the defense is going to defend atrociously. So right here, look at this. This player's clearly getting to the rim. This player here, okay, his man is clearly going to have to step up, okay, and help. When that happens, look at this right now. Okay, so this player just went to help. This player here for Oakland cannot be standing here. You have got to get into this player's jersey and seal him off. You cannot let him get on your inside hip here and get a deflection, okay? See right here. You see this man going towards the rim like right now. Just right into this player's jersey so he cannot get in this passing lane right here. You seal him off so this drop-off pass is just going to be catch, dunk. But you can see he doesn't seal him off, so now he allows this defender to help the helper here and getting this passing lane, and it's going to end up being a deflection and a turnover. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. This is just a terrible gamble by this defender here for Oakland. Look at the route he's going to take right here. Look at this is all it takes. Look at this little gamble he takes. Look at that right there. See how he's going to try and go. So look at the route he takes on the air time of this pass here. Okay? He's going to try and get a little deflection there. Okay? And that little awful little gamble right there allows this player to just catch, rip, get into the lane, layup for the offense. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. Right here, you got a cross screen. What is this player for Oakland doing? Your man just clearly set a cross screen. You got to get up and jam this player coming through this cross screen. Look at this. If you don't jam this player coming through, this player's never going to have time to get on the other side. But when you don't jam him like this, now look, now you draw all sorts of help. And again, you're going to get lucky here that the offense misses a layup here. That's bad defense defending that cross screen. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. So Oakland right here, it looks like they're going to set a little screen right there, okay? And then it looks like they want to trap right here, okay? If that's what you're trying to do here, then this player here cannot allow this guard to turn the corner. You have got to close off this area right here so that this player can get over the top. This player for Oakland does a good job denying one pass away on the trap. But this big, look how this big allows this guard to turn the corner. I mean, once you try and trap and you let that guard turn the corner, you're finished. It's going to be an easy layup for the offense. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. This player here for Oakland defensively is going to be leaning. Look at this. See how he's leaning and trying to anticipate this screen right here? You can't never anticipate or try and cheat the screen. You do not, whatever your ball screen defense is, you can't start defending a ball screen until the ball screen actually happens and this player actually comes off of it. Because look at this. This player's leaning towards the screen, so now look, now this player has this lane to just refuse the screen and get right into the lane. It's going to lead to a two-shot foul for the offense. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. So Oakland's setting up like they're going to set consecutive ball screens right here. But look at how far this big is sagging, okay? You have got to get up here, okay? Because now, look, now what this player is going to do is he's going to refuse the second ball screen and just get right into the lane. And now you're giving up numbers. Now it's a 2-on-1, okay? But because this guard's able to just get in the lane, he just attacks the rim and draws a two-shot foul. So, I mean, again, like, you got to make him come off this second screen right here, okay? Get up. You can't sag like this, or he's just going to refuse the screen, get into the lane, and create a 2-on-1. Okay, but the big sags allows the guard to get into the lane, and it's a 2-shot foul now for the offense. All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. So Oakland's going to run this ball screen right here. Look at this. Just why can't we make this pocket pass right here? Okay? Get it to this big, and now this big's able to rumble into the lane for an easy 2, or you're drawing a backside defender, and now this player in the corner is going to be wide open for a catch-and-shoot 3. Okay? So this pocket pass is there. Make it. Get it to the big. But you can see he doesn't make the pocket pass. He ends up pulling his dribble back out, and now Oakland resets. And the other thing that's going to happen here is Oakland runs this dribble handoff. The defense defends atrociously. So look at this right here. This big. You've got to be seeing this if you're this big. Okay? This guard's clearly getting to the rim, and his man is clearly going to have to go help at the rim. So right here, look at this. Why is this player standing right here? All right? As soon as you see your man go to help at the rim, bang, you got to dive to this open space right here and make yourself available. Because this guard right here should never have to take this layup in traffic like this. Okay? Right here, he should see this player hasn't moved yet. You got to cut. Right here, you see your man going to help. Dive to this open space so this guard can just get up and just drop it to you for a dunk. But instead, since that player didn't cut, now this player has got to take a contested layup that gets swatted and you get nothing. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. Again, look at how lazily this player is getting back, okay? I think he doesn't think he needs to hustle to get back because his man's right here. That does not matter, all right? The basketball's right here. You should be sprinting to getting back beneath the three-point line because you want to be in the gaps defensively. Look at this. Look at how he's still beyond the three-point line, half jogging back. Run. Get back beneath the three-point line. So now there's no driving lane. Now this guard can't come through here, right? You're in the gap. Stunt, recover back out. Okay? But because he's just half jogging back, now this guard has a driving lane he should never have, and you see it's going to allow him to get right to the rim, and it's going to be a 2-shot foul for the offense. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. I mean, I don't really know what else to say other than this is just an awful gamble right here. Again, you're not trying to get a steal when you're in the gaps, okay? You're just stunting to get the dribble picked up early. Stunt, recover. This is a horrible gamble. Look at this. Look how this player's going to try and get a steal. So now you're all the way out there, and now you're just going to get destroyed back door off of this, and you're going to be giving up a layup now. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. This is real basic. This player's going to blow by his man and get into the lane. So what does that do? That draws help at the rim. Like right now, you got to be seeing this right here, okay? This player here's got to see this. He can't be late. When this player comes over to help at the rim, you have to help the helper. This player here has got to sink down so this drop-off pass isn't available. But he's late to help the helper, so the drop-off pass is there, and it's a layup. And this is, again, just another awful gamble. But, okay, all right. First of all, on this fake dribble handoff right here, again, just half step back, let this player through so he can get on the other side. Look at this. Don't go over the top like this, all right? But if you do go over the top, just stay with him. Why are you gambling? This is just a horrendous gamble, all right? Now this player's all the way over here when his man's over here. So, yeah, you're giving up a layup there because of just another hideous gamble. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. Look at how much easier this ball screen defense is if you just hedge, okay? If this big gets up and you stop this ball handler's dribble all the way out here. Now you can actually have a backside defender right here. This player for Oakland can sink down, and he can occupy both of these Oakland players 2 passes away. And if a skip pass is made all the way here into the corner, then you just X out of it. This player just rotates there, and then that player, then that was in backside help, just rotates up onto this secondary offensive option right here for Oakland, okay? But look, when you are in drop coverage, look, you're just giving this guard the lane like this, okay? And first of all, you're putting this big in a terrible spot. He can't fully commit to the ball handler because this roll is going to be wide open. So look at this. Now this guard is able to get all the way into the lane, and now look. Now when this pass gets made to the big, he doesn't even have anyone defending him until he's in the charge circle. So now you're just done at that point. It's a 2-shot foul. Just hedge. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. Look at this defender for Oakland. This is not how you defend away from the ball in the corner. See how he's got his back towards the sideline? His back should be towards the baseline. You're in the gaps defensively this way. If this player comes this way, you can jab, stunt at it, recover back out. Okay, but when you defend with your back to the sideline like this, you are susceptible to getting beat backdoor. Look at this. Look how this defender has to come all the way out here. If his back is towards the sideline, then that doesn't have to happen. Now, if he comes this way, you can just stunt and you're easily able to recover. But when your back is towards the sideline, now when you stunted this, now you're going to get beat backdoor. Now that forces help, and now you're going to end up giving a two-shot foul because of it. All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. So, all right, there's too much space between the ball handler and the screener right here. Look at this. Look at all this space between the screener and the ball handler right here. This ball handler's got to be coming much tighter off of this ball screen. He should be basically rubbing shoulders with the screener here, okay? Because then it becomes much harder to fight over the top of this screen. When there's all this space, now it's way too easy to fight over the top of the screen for the defender, and you get nothing out of it. See, if you make this defender if you're rubbing shoulders with the screener, now it's going to be much harder for this defender to fight over the top of the screen, and you should be able to get into the lane and create a little 2-on-1 against this big dropping here. But when you leave that much space between the screener and the ball handler, it's way too easy to fight over the top of the screen, and you don't get anything out of it. All right, we're looking at a defensive clip here. This drives me nuts. Why is this player here so glued to his man away from the ball? Take a step in, okay? Because now, look, now you're in the gaps defensively. Look at this. Look at this player. What is he doing? All right, now when this player drives, you're not in the gaps. Like, you're just not. And now this player's able to get to the rim for two. If you're not nuzzled up to this player for no reason, you're just a half a step. All I'm asking is a half step. Now there's no driving lane here. Now you're in the gaps defensively. You're able to stunt, recover, you can take a charge. But when you're all nuzzled up to this player like this for no reason, now you're not in the gaps defensively, and you give up a layup. All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. So Oakland's going to run an empty side ball screen, but this is too easy for the defense to switch here, okay? If you want to run an empty side ball screen, it cannot be this easy for the Oakland to switch. Let's get these two offensive players in this ball screen. So it's a guard-big switch. And now if the defense switches, that's an easy mismatch you can punish down low. Or more likely, you're going to force them to hedge or be in drop coverage, and then you can create a little numbers advantage off of that. But look, when you run this ball screen, these two defenders are too like size. It's two wings, so you're easily able to switch this, okay? And now look, that ball screen was just a total waste of time. And now you didn't create anything out of it, and now it's going to be just one-on-one. It's going to be a jump ball, and the possession arrow was for the defense. All right, we're looking at an offensive clip here. So, all right, this player for Oakland is going to flash to the block right here. Look at this right here, though. You're posting up air. Get into this player's jersey and seal him off. Look at how much farther out of the post. Look at this. He's catching this ball outside the block. If he just seals his man off right here, look at this. Right into his jersey. Seal him off. Now we're throwing it to you in the charge circle, and you're just able to catch and go up for two. Okay? Now, again, the camera angle is not very good here, but if this defender then has to then help over the top on that post seal, then the man he's defending right here is then now we can just throw this ball here and it's an open jumper, okay? But seal this man off. Let's either be able to throw it down to you in the charge circle or you draw a second defender and now this player's open for an open jumper. But instead of sealing the man off, he catches the ball outside the block for no reason. And now you're just in a regular one-on-one, and it's going to eventually be a turnover. We're looking at a defensive clip here, so this just drives me insane. Why is this player glued to the three-point line? Okay? The shell drill in a game. This player should... All I need here is a half step. Another half step in. Maybe a step. It is so beyond pointless for this player to be glued to the three-point line. Get in the gaps defensively. So when this player comes this way, you can stunt, get this dribble picked up now, and you're able to recover back out. This player should never be able to split through with his dribble alive. But this player's all hugged up to the three-point line for absolutely no reason. So now this player's able to get right to the rim for an easy two.